This is A from My Five Sci Vibes Tarot, and this is your March 2024 Sun, Moon, Rising sign, and Venus general reading for the sign of Leo. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Perhaps next month's message is the one for you, but I've always believed in synchronicity, so there must be something in here that you need to hear today. Thank you for being here and welcome back. The continuation of this reading is in the link in the description box below. Those are too many cards. One more oracle card for you, and then just scroll down at the end of the blog page so you can make your own 3 cards spread. That's free and unlimited shuffle. Just make sure that you ask the cards a question before you shuffle, or you set an intention. May this reading bring me clarity about the specific situation that I am in. What do you want me to know? You can put it that way. That's so you will get the answer that you need to hear, not exactly what you want, not necessarily what you want to hear. Okay. Your current situation right here, there could be a new baby on the way. A miracle baby could be, dear Leo. Sorry for that noise. But somebody may be very possessive about this. What is this about? I want to ask the last card. Okay, could be career. Oops. A new promotion may be amidst you, dear Leo. You're so good, but somebody is acting greedy around you. And maybe telling you that you're lazy. Why did you get the promotion? Why did he or she get the promotion? He may be exercising, or you always have a different opinion about the situation. And I kind of hear that feeling like a square peg in a round hole, feeling that you don't belong, you have a different voice. You might want to check out Aquarius' reading. It's almost the same as your reading. I mean, the energies. Very forthright. You know what to do. You have fought for this position for long. I mean, didn't really manipulated your way through getting this promotion, but you know that you have worked so hard to make things happen for you, and it's not your fault that your bosses see it. Very pragmatic, meticulous, very disciplined. That's what you are. But somebody around you may be very possessive, may be very greedy, may be very they're asserting their boundaries unhealthily. It's almost as if, because they hate this could be envy. They hate you being promoted, and so every task that you give to them, they are disengaged, they are very repulsive, or aggressive. Disagreements, I see. Energies of resentment. But sitting right smack in the middle of your reading is a high priestess. You may not be speaking, you may not be fighting back, but you're keeping your head low and you're just doing what you have to do, because you know that you wouldn't earn anything by fighting against them. You know that you love this job, you love your colleagues. I mean, you love them in a sense that objectively they are good team members, but sometimes you just don't understand why they behave in a way they do. There were loud voices, and unfortunately these voices are totally different from yours. You have varying opinions, you could be in opposing poles, and with their, you really don't know where the possessiveness or where the envy is coming from, and you are somehow at the crossroads about how to deal with this situation, because they're starting to get to your nerves, and they're starting to influence the way you feel towards your work. Maybe you're starting to feel bad about this success. You're starting to feel bad about your role in the organization, bordering unhappiness. Somebody may be out of reason, and this could be your boss, and they are just starting to make manipulative moves or outwit you, or to plan nasty stuff. You don't know when this battle be over, or perhaps it's exhausting you, but you just know that it would not do you any good if you would engage with their behavior. Perhaps they hate your meticulousness, perhaps they hate you being attentive to details, perhaps they hate your confidence, or perhaps they just hate the way how you express yourself. Perhaps for some of you, you may be, I mean, you wouldn't really care. You wouldn't really care, and you are there for the pay. You're just doing your job. I mean, not entirely. I hope you get what I mean. You are willing to let go of how they treat you, because the pay may be enough to compensate. And you are having the time of your life. You practice work-life balance, and you know how to let go of stress, let go of work issues, because it's not your identity anyway. It's not your life. It's not something that will influence how you think about yourself and how you think about your life. Very much of a Leo, very confident, and very much you know your worth, if I may put it that way. And to be honest, you really know what to do, how to handle the situation. Look at that. This is plenty. Having enough. There are two situations I'm seeing, and it's almost like opposite each other. With the Hanged Man right here in reverse, I'm kind of picking up on the energy that you wouldn't care less. You wouldn't surrender, but at the same time, you wouldn't like patronize yourself, or you're still coming from that humble place. But the other situation I am seeing is that you are so confident or overconfident, so much so that you avoid collaborating with them. that you refuse to see what's your role in the situation. I mean, it's not your fault that your office mates or colleagues are very lazy. But maybe there could be this manipulative energy may have been you somewhere down the road. So in what ways can you reflect on that? In what ways have you been manipulative so that you could get that promotion? I'm not saying that you manipulated your way through that promotion. What I'm saying is that you might want to reflect on what people are saying. Was there a time that you may have been unfair to a colleague? Was there a time that you were this possessive person towards a task? In what ways can you be collaborative? In what ways can you let go of some narrow perspective or unwillingness to see all sides of the situation? I'm not saying that you manipulated your way through, but what I am suggesting is that for you to reflect on, was there even a time that you were so focused on yourself that you are willing or unable to see or be compassionate with your colleagues? In what ways have you been less empathetic, or in what ways have you not listened to the troubles of those people in lower position than you? I apologize if I pause a lot. English is not my first language and I'm struggling for the right words. But yeah. For example, it could be in the form of you may have there's a workload in cloud. Let's say that kind of example. There's a workload in cloud and you're supposed to be getting that during work hours. But it's legitimate. I mean, you can do that, but you went to the cloud outside work hours just so you could get the easy stuff. I mean, if you would look at it, it's legitimate, the one that you did. But if you look at it more deeply, maybe people do not have access to internet at home. They can only do so during work hours. But you found your way to getting that workload, and so you're able to work beyond your quota, and it would appear like you're performing over and beyond what is asked of you. So it was not distributed equally. The workload is not distributed equally. And you are not willing to give chance to others. So, in what ways have you done those kinds of smart ass moves, if I may, ninja moves? So, perhaps you could say that it's not my fault, but your cards are telling you, or what I'm picking up on is that there must be a reason why people may be hating on you. And I say that because of this card. In what ways have you not been contented? In what ways have you desired for more to a point that you want them all? You were over possessive about, look at her, she is hiding all the coins. In what ways have you been acting this way? So much so that there's nothing left for others. And so your narrative is that I'm just so different, I'm just so good, it's not my fault. But other people's narratives may be seeing you not in a good light, maybe in a manipulative light. And in what ways can you take account of that to make changes? And maybe that could be your way through a good relationship with your colleagues, with healthy collaboration between the two of you. Collaboration and union and seeing all sides of the situation. In what ways have you been resistant to change? In what ways have you been so stubborn? And in what ways have you been reluctant to let go of viewpoints that challenges yours? You may have the same opinion with or mindset with your boss. That's why you are in this position and you got the promotion. It's a different thing to own it, to celebrate your wins, versus you knowing that some people hate you and you are still proud of it. I hope I made sense. It's similar to the energies of some influencers that they get bashers, but instead of them trying to see the other angle, the different perspective in that situation, instead of seeing it, I'm not saying that you have to adopt what your bashers are telling you. I'm not saying that you have to believe what your bashers are saying you. What I'm saying is that see where is it coming from. Instead of you perhaps reflecting on why, or empathizing or seeing their side, their POV, you flip your hair and go on with your day, and even bragging about having so many haters, making you a popular person. So where are you in that situation? Who are you in that kind of situation? In what ways have you been needy? In what ways have you been over having a strong desire for attention? In what ways also can you share your blessings without patronizing yourself? No matter how abundant your life is, in what ways can you share it? In what ways can you feel that it's enough? So I guess I would have to leave it at that, dear Leo. Your reading is very different from the others, and it's very different from this time around. But I hope you acknowledge what the cards tell you. Thank you for being here, dear Leo, and I still hope I'll see you next time. And thank you for being here, and see you next time. My name is A, and see you soon. Bye-bye. If you are a cross watcher, empathize with our find way, in what ways can you also empathize with our dear Leo? In what ways can you understand them better and learn how to collaborate with them? So, yeah. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you next time. My name is A, and see you soon. Bye-bye.